Hello friends, my name is Jay Prakash. In my previous LVM video, we discussed about what is LVM, what is the functionality of LVM. In this video, I'll show you how to configure it and use it. So you can configure LVM volumes in two stages. One is when you are installing an operating system. Another, you have installed and now you need to expand or grow your partition. So first we'll discuss about during installation how you can configure. So by default all Linux flavors create LVM volumes only during the installation, but there is a challenge. They creates by default three partitions only. One is your boot, one is your swap, and third one is your root. But what if you need multiple partitions for your different application and database uses? So for that you can create a custom partition layout during the installation. So I'll show you how you can do this. This is CentOS 7. During the installation you need to choose installation destination. Here you have two options. Either you select the disk and just click done. It will automatically partition the drive, but it will create only three partition. If you need to do it more and customize the volume group name or the logical volume name, you need to choose I'll configure partitioning. Click on done. Now it will ask you what are the partitions you need to create. Select it. So just remember one thing, if you put the boot partition in LVM, there will be a problem, system will not boot. So first we need to create a boot partition as a standard partition. So choose here standard partition, click on plus sign. Here you can choose /boot, give the size 500 MB. It is sufficient for CentOS 7. Add mount point. Now you need to create swap partition. Click on plus sign, select here swap, give the size whatever is recommended 2048 M. I am giving here just for testing. Add mount point. Now I have here, you can see we have option device type. From standard you can choose it to LVM. As soon as you click on LVM, there are options available. Volume group. So in my previous video I told you there is a volume group, it is required. So it has by default created a volume group. The name is CentOS. So if it is okay for you, then you can continue. If you need to identify it with some different name, you need to click on modify. You can change the name. Let's say I change it to test. I don't change anything else. Click on save. So now it will create a volume group called test. Here there is a name of logical volume. I have I am not changing anything. The name is swap. Again I am click on plus sign. Here if I want to create a home partition separately, I don't want to put it on slash, I can use it. Let's say I give the size somewhere around 5000. Add mount point. Again I have option, let's change it to LVM, not the standard. Volume group will be test and the name will be home. Now I give rest of the space to my slash partition. It's 12.6 G. Add mount point. So here you can see the only 21.95 MB is left out of 20 GB. So here this is the way you can create a custom partition layout and you can change it. I'll change root to LVM as well, test, and this way. Now click on done. As soon as click on done, it will show what it will do once you accept the changes. So it will destroy all the partitions on your existing hard drive. It will create a single standard partition for boot, and rest it will create a single physical volume, then create a volume group called test, and then the logical volumes which we have selected here. So I accept the changes. So as soon as I accept, it will change all the partition table. So So this is how you create a custom partition table during the installation. Let's finish this installation. I'll resume this video once the installation is over and show you how the partitions are created, how to check the LVM. So hello guys, welcome back. The system has been installed and now I'll show you the physical volume groups and logical volumes we created during the installation, how you can identify what was created. So there are three stages I told you back. It's physical volume. So here in this video we'll show only the commands where we can identify the things, what is there, what was created. In my next video I'll show you how to configure through the command line. So now we'll see what are the physical volumes we have configured. In a summarized way, there is a command pvs. If you run it, it will show you /dev/sda2, VG name is test, and the P size is 19.4G. So we created two partitions. One is /boot, the size is 500 MB, that is SDA1, and the another one is SDA2. On this physical volume there was a volume group, and on top of that logical volumes are created. So raw partitions are only two, SDA1 and SDA2. So here the partition size is 19.4G. so if you want to see this physical volume in detail, there is a command pvdisplay, pv display. If you run it, PV name is /dev/sda2, VG name is text, PV size is 19 GB, PV total PE 5909. Now we'll see the volume group which was created. The short command is VGS. So here you can see VG name is test, PV1. It means only one physical volume is attached to this volume group. LV3 means three logical volumes are created in this volume group. The total size of volume group is 19.4G. It is equivalent to the single physical volume. If we have multiple physical volumes attached to this volume group size will be the sum of all the physical volume size. Another command is VG display. Same thing you can see here. Now go to logical volume. The short command is LVS. Here you can see three logical volumes we have created during the installation. One is home, another is root, and third one is swap. Home size is 4.8G, something 5000 I given that point of time. Root size is 12.6G, I have given that. Swap size is 2GB, the same thing I have given. If you give the command LV display, you can see all three logical volumes details here. So this is what in this video. So keep watching. I will be going to present one more video where I will show you how to configure after the installation if you want to add, expand, reduce a volume. Thank you guys.